Good morning everybody, and once again welcome to the video. This video I'll be showing you some data analysis that I have done on Apache Hudi blogs on Medium. So I essentially scraped all the blogs from Medium regarding Apache Hudi, and then here is some of the exploratory analysis that I have done. I'm gonna show you in this video how I was able to scrape all the data from Medium about Apache Hudi and then some analysis. So let's dive straight into action. Before this, I want to tell you, like, whenever you want to scrape something, think about it. Any website will store data in some database, right? And to fetch the data, you will have some microservices. The goal here is to identify that microservice or the API. So let's get started. All right, I'm gonna share my screen. All right, I'm on the Medium. The font size will be smaller, I know, but I'll try my best to, So what I did is basically first I'm basically searching something here in the search bar. For example, here I'm using the word Apache Hudi, right? Then what I want to do is I want to basically, if I keep scrolling down, do you see this API called GraphQL? So if you observe, that's basically, let me actually zoom. If I can zoom in this a little bit. Probably not, I can't zoom in much, but if you observe, this is the GraphQL API, right? So if you see, that's the backend URL, that's the payload that I will be passing in, and that's the response data that I'm gonna get, right? So if you see the response data, oops, this one, I guess, yeah. So if you see the response data, that's basically your data. So if you keep scrolling down, they're gonna keep calling that backend, if you observe, right? So that's how I have identified the API. After that, what I have done is basically, I wrote a simple Python script. Which will call their backend directly, right? And basically, if you observe, a simple script, nothing crazy, while true, I basically call their API, and then I increment the page number, and then I save all the data into a CSV. So I have the data, right? Now let's see some interesting analysis. So I wanted to see who are the user who essentially posted most number of blogs on Apache Hudi on Medium. So I essentially did a plot, and here is a result. So Siva Bala Narayan basically posted about 23 blogs. After that, Life is Short, that user posted closely about more than 15 blogs. Then Vinod also posted more than 7 blogs here. So again, a pretty nice way I was able to see, okay, who are the more active people in Apache Hudi, right? Just by doing this. That's great. All right, so now the next question was, okay, which Hudi blogs have most number of claps? So here you can see these are the blogs. For example, the origin of data lake at Grofers. This blog has got more than 700 claps. It's pretty interesting. So maybe I want to read that blog first, right? Then Fresher Data Lake, again, that one. Then SCD2, slowly changing dimension, that also got more than 200 claps. So again, by doing this, I now have an idea, okay, which are the blogs that got most number of claps, which means I might want to read that. They might be a little interesting because a lot of people have appreciated that, right? So that's that. Show me the top user who has received maximum claps. So who are the people who received maximum claps, right? So Balaji received more than 400 claps. Akshay received more than 400 claps. So these are, Kyle also received more than 150 claps. So these are the top 5 users on Medium who received more number of claps. So again, if you have the data, you can essentially do a lot of amazing stuff, right? Then I was like, okay, show me the top collection which has received most number of claps. So again, Lambda by Blinkit, Robinhood, Walmart, and Apache Hudi blog. These are the collection who has received most number of claps. Again, pretty amazing, right? Top 5 blogs with the maximum reading time. So if you observe, these are the blogs which has maximum reading time, right? So I was able to do that. Show me the user who has maximum follower count. Okay, that's interesting. So Rainu Gower has most number of followers, more than 2,500, and followed by this, right? So basically, I was able to plot that as well, right? Popular keyword used in title. So basically, now when I'm making YouTube videos or I'm writing blog, I want to basically know what are the keywords which are popular, right? So that I could use that to attract more audience, right? So I did that. I made a word cloud. So the word Apache and Hudi is, again, of course, no doubt, is coming most number of times. Then also, if you observe streaming, AWS Glue, Lakehouse, Data Lake, these are some of the common keywords you might want to add when you're writing something. So just by doing all these things, a lot of amazing stuff you can get out, right? Then I was like, okay, let me see which word frequency, right? So basically I made a word frequency and I see, okay, which word is appearing the most amount of time. Apache, Hudi, Data, AWS. These are some of the words that appeared most number of times in the title. So again, pretty nice, right? And the last one I did was for fun was show me the blogs on Hudi which has most number of responses or comments. So again, bulk insert sort modes with Apache Hudi by Siva Balanarayan, and then by Akshay Agarwal, origin of data lakes at Grover. I'm definitely gonna read this one because it has more number of response and more than, I guess, 600-700 claps. I might want to see what is this blog about, right? So yeah, this entire dataset could be found on my the dataset link is given in the description as well, and all the analysis that I have done, just an exploratory analysis that I have done, is also found on my description section below. So there would be a link to my blog post. And yeah, if you wanna dive deeper, or the entire data set is there, so feel free. You can build a recommender engine, you can develop a search engine, you can also recommend popular blogs, right, by basically performing machine learning on this data set, right? So a lot of amazing stuff you can do, right? Then you can also predict basically when is the next blog on Apache Hudi going to be published by basically analyzing the data over the time series. Again, data is really fun, right? So I hope you have enjoyed the video. I'll leave the link in the description section below, the dataset link and everything that you need about this. Okay, so yeah, that's it for this video. And if you have any more questions, let me know. Until then, I'll see you in the next video.